game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. And the Tar Heels will put total effort to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So NC State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Powers through the defender.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Hand off from the gun. Thrust that arm out. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. NC State with the 1st and 10 here.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. On the move at the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. 1st down here for the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. He's got the tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Tar Heels offense has the ball for the 1st time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He makes a catch. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. The pitch to the left. Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play on first down from the 13-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking for space. It's Rob. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50 and now to be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on it.
There he goes. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Powers forward. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They're going to run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And it's like the defense knew on third and goal, they're not attacking in the middle. They're going to go to the outside. They run the touch pass, and they fly upfield, make the tackle, and now it's decision time. Fourth and goal. What you going to do, offense?
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. He fires a bullet to the right. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Running back searching for a hole. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong.
Turning, just plowing ahead. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he watches it for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Louisville. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 1st down here as they go back to work. From the gun. Give on the inside. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Rock. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Bargava. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it. how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Hunt is on its way. And the ball will bounce into 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so...
He's loose. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, NC State. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time to see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rushes on him. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the returner is stopped. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
They go backwards on the play. Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
Catch in the middle. It's Bargava. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Rock. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Flips it out on the screen. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Right on target this time. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw again. Got his man on the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
NC State now operating from the red zone. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking downfield on first down. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Makes the catch, wants to make the move upfield. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Throws for the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
Oh, he's got some space. Whipping through the defense. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 21 to Kent State. Your boy
lets it fly. Makes the grab at the 30. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Complete. At the 35, he's open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. NC State quick to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run the toss. And some room to work. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He turns that loose down the right side. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, NC State! Fitted in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And they did tack on the extra point.
NC State 49, North Carolina 7.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Rock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's open on the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He got it. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now, and like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch.
Wants to go up top on first down.
They're trailing by 28 to North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Quickly complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. It picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Find some fresh air. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying out to the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Cruz. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Trying to get the edge on the right. Runs through the tackle. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. NC State with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked